Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watcher Realms video. Today we're actually going to take a look at this spreadsheet that Jake Smash created, and he asked me to just check it out. And yeah, I think I've taken a look at it, and it's a very interesting one. So what he basically did was he used the test servers to actually get the base BP of all the units in the game. Obviously, some are missing right now, and I think it's like Eloin, Torador, Kamet. But pretty much you can see everything here already, most of the normal guys that you look at. And why is this important? It's mainly for GvG. So in case you guys didn't know, battle powers affects the demon soldiers quite a bit. And in GvG, where battle power can scale up really quickly, it could mean the difference where your units are basically unkillable versus them melting to the enemy. So it's pretty important. I've taken or rather paid a closer attention to it since last round of GvG, and now I've moved to even more high rank guild. This has become really important, and I think that this just makes it way easier for folks to actually figure out what's best for them. So how I suggest using it, I would say that first of all, you have to bear in mind how these numbers were achieved. It's based on the Endgame DPS Ageless rough set with a Warlord build and all faction bonuses unlocked, level 25 Mythic Artifact and level 1 Pantheon. So this way, you sort of get a good baseline of what's good. And bear in mind artifacts differences. Mainly fighters have a different artifact, which is Wailing Skull, that gives, I think, 2000 extra BP. And then exclusives surpass the BP of a normal level 25 Mythic Artifact at level 16 or 19 and provides 2.4% BP increase at level 25. So those are just the things that you have to take a look at. And if let's say you max out Wielding Skull versus maxed out exclusives, there'll be no difference there. So how I suggest using this is very simple. You just go ahead, you can make a copy of this. I'll link his original spreadsheet as well as his video. You should probably watch his video to see how he explains it. But in a nutshell, how I'll do it is that if let's say you're still very early on in the game, you don't have much resources, it means that you lack skill crystals. And all you do is you sort Z to A, that will basically run it in descending order and see which of these units you have and prioritize actually maxing them out and putting the best gear you have on them. Uridin obviously on the top of this list, no surprise here. And then you have more, which is a fusion that's going on at the moment. I almost have him. I haven't been trying very hard for the oracles. I haven't even farmed some of them because I want to maintain a low rank oracle. And then you have Jira and Bilzabub, however you pronounce his name, butchering it obviously. Eunomia, no surprise. I think I mentioned this a while ago. Lady Alexandra as well, pretty high BP. And then you have Satram, so on and so forth. So you can see these guys, when maxed out, are all in the range of, 100k BP, which is pretty crazy. My Uridin is at 112k, so this checks out pretty accurately. And that's how I'll go about deciding which heroes I'm going to prioritize for GvG. And then what you go ahead and do next is that I'm just going to switch over to my game here. So what you can do is actually just put gear loadouts here to say like for GvG, what do I want to prioritize on. So you can see my EOVA here. This is my 109k BP gear. You can just save it and confirm to equip whenever GvG is up. So it's really easy once you figure out which heroes you want to prioritize. And then also for fighters, make sure you have the Wailing Skull artifact on them. And then after that, every time GvG comes, before you want to do attacks, you can just go to the gear plan and switch to all of that before you actually get things going. So that's how I've been doing it. And obviously, this tool that Jake created will make it way easier for you to figure out which units in the game have really good BP. Honestly, for an endgame player like myself, I've been checking out BPs for a long time. This is still very insightful because I'm not going to have the chance to pull every hero in the game. Neither am I going to have the chance to max out everyone. So now that I see Maul is actually very decent in BP, I might actually go ahead to, fully max him out just to get really good affiliation going on. And obviously, if you're Whale, then yeah, if I Jira, if I Uridin, Eunomia, Beelzebub, all those units are going to be great for you. But yeah, if you don't have them, then obviously this is a great start to see which heroes you can prioritize on. And you can see lot wise, obviously. Am I able to filter by lot? Yes, we can. You can see that Eova is actually the highest BP lot in the game. So mine is A3, can get up to 112k, I've seen it. But based on the baseline gear that Jake has here, it's about 109k, which is pretty close to what we have going on. So yeah, I can see a lot of the other units. Ingrid, very high BP as well. Praetors, Demi also closing here. But obviously, this is just a baseline for you to see what works for you. But I really like it. I think this kind of tools just make GvG a lot more accessible because most people don't want to stress too much about, finding the right BP. But I think this just allows you to open a spreadsheet, go in, have a look, and, know what's going on. And then I honestly don't really optimize fully for gear plans. If I were to be honest with you, my Silas just gets my Valk's gear to get maximum attack, and that puts him at about 106k BP. Yuva can go up to 109, Hex to about 102, Valk at about 103, and then Uridin 112, like I mentioned, Setram at about 106. So it's not super crazy stuff, but I know I can probably min-max this even further. But it's just something that I'm too lazy to get to, as you can see. So having this spreadsheet just, helps a lot in getting the figuring out which heroes to focus on part away. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. As I said, please check out Jake's video. He also has a Discord channel. I'm gonna plug that below, so you can just go ahead to, join his Discord channel if you feel that, you want to get more updates of tools like this. He's obviously done a lot of this endgame stuff, content as well on his channel. So do check that out. This BP listing tool will really help you guys out if you don't know which heroes to focus on in GvG. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below. And as usual, if you enjoyed the content, leave a like or subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.